asked me if I'm real. I said, yeah, you sleep. My daughter gonna love this. All my diamonds shine, 'cause they really diamonds.
All right, Alexis, come on back in, please. I see Tonio's rejoined us as well, and we're going to find out which team knows each other better.
Let's meet the starters for your Portland Trail Blazers. The man in the middle at 7'3", number 43, Bull. At guard at 6'3", number 00. Scoot Henderson. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 2, Rob Holland. At the other forward position, at 6'7", number 8, Miles Bridges. At guard, 6'3", number 1, Anthony Simon. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Fans, your Portland Trail Blazers.
Now the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Sexton. And it's George in at the guard position. And for the Trailblazers, Anderson and Simons, they have guard duties. Miles Bridges is out there at Bull. And it's Holland in at the 3. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Second shot opportunity. It's not going to go for him. George with the defensive effort. Sexton's shot is good.
This young man loves to play through contact and certainly has the frame to absorb it. Go ahead, young Sexton.
Henderson finds Simons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Offensive rebound. Kessler comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stolen by George. In transition, here come the Jazz. Passes it to Kessler. It's good.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And, boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here is George. And he makes good on the layup. Kessler's got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Holland, defended by George. Bull, the pass to Holland. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Simons. Over Sexton. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. There's the dish to George. From downtown. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Suns. There's the lob to Bridges. An emphatic LU jam.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Outside, Sexton. He lobs it up. It's tipped and stolen by Bull. Hollins kicks to Bridges. To the wing right side. Here's Holland. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. George passes to George. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Yeah, can't leave any room for Paul George outside. He will deliver from deep.
Henderson with it. Scoreless thus far. Bridges dishes to Henderson. Banked in off the glass.
Their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in.
Second team foul.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. HEA, you went to back-to-back conference finals with Portland. What's it like playing here?
I mean, this building is as loud as any in the NBA. The fans are tremendous, very loyal. I really enjoyed my time here in Rip City.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. So both teams making some changes here.
Round of applause for your Blazer dancer.
Diallo against Simon. Shot good by Diallo.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Trailblazers trail by 4.
2 minutes.
Henderson passes to Sharp. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Trailblazers. James comes in for Henderson. Now here's Diallo. And it goes down 2 points. Diallo's got his second bucket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
On the pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to James. And James picks up the foul. And now, yep, this will be a personal challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on. I love that dish down low.
Jazz leading by 6. Akusevsky, the pass to Sexton. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Sexton. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now, here's Sharp. Pass to James. 16 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 5 to the middle. At the elbow, Sexton. Over Thibault. And Thibault sends it back. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got George. George is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Sexton in at the 2 guard. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Holland, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now, here is George. Down low. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And so James will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And Portland with another turnover here.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
A different look now for Portland. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Murray. And Fernie Simons comes in for Sharp. And Henderson subbed in for James. And coaches have these sayings, Doris. Among them, the ball finds energy. What does that mean?
It means, Kevin, that the ball honors basketball players who play the right way. In other words, play hard, try cutting, rebounding, pursuing loose balls. If you're playing with energy, usually the rest takes care of itself.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Kessler. Sexton against Simons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Sexton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Holland. Pass to Bridges. Holland, the pass to Bridges.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
Utah leading by 16. Kicks to George. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
And when he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. Can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Simons grew up under the tutelage of his father, whose workout regimen sometimes left his son in tears. Anthony said, "I didn't get real joy from working out until middle school. By high school, it was just a normal day. It was so ingrained into me, working out extra and getting up as many shots as possible." Kevin?
Well, it brought him here, David. Thank you so much for the story. That one goes in. George has got 5.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bridges kicks to Simons. Holland the pass to Bridges. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
Here's George, and Ball sends it back. Now Bridges, Bull up top. Now the pass to Holland. In the corner, Henderson with it. Just 5 to shoot. There's the lob to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And George kicks to George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Holland. And the 3 off target.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Back to Bridges. We've got 1:28 left here in the second. And here is Simon. Bridges attacking. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
There is an authority, a purposefulness when Miles Bridges decides to drive the basketball. I don't think the defense wants any part of him there.
Utah calls timeout.
And your Trailblazers youth dance team.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. .110 left to play in the first half. Okrzewski with the ball. Still yet to score. There's the drive. Diallo, 5 on the clock, and the shot goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Jazz leading by 15. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. George passes to Yurtsevin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line,
first one falls for.
Sharp. 2 shots.
Good on both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
From deep 3-point territory. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to
With the score, the Trailblazers
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They score very effectively, with the exception of ball movement and play call.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Murray out there with Sharp. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's James. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And so Murray nails both of them. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jam. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Bridges, he's checked in for Murray. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Henderson against George. Pass to Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. Trailblazers trail by 14. Bridges passes to Howard. Back to Bridges. Stolen by Markkanen. The 3 from George. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Kessler's got 11.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Simons, the pass to Howard. Back to Simons. And it's off from three-point range. Utah leading by 16. Passes it to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Now, Paul George is always about making the right play. What a pretty pass.
And you look at Paul George, Doris, he really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about 2 things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Holland, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, George. And there's another one for the Jazz. Trailblazers trail by 19. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Simons. Henderson outside. Back to Simons. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And the Jazz call time here.
With the timeout. It's dance time for them. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Both teams changing it up here.
Blazers Youth Dance Team.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. George with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Holland. 5 points in the game. Simons on the wing. No good on the three. Jazz leading by 16. Here's Abaji. Can't cash in from close range. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Back to Bridges. And stolen by Diallo. And they're moving it up. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. The pass to Yurtsevin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Diallo. To the paint. Here's Pokusevski. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this has to help Pokusevski's confidence, showing he can finish through contact right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's deflected. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded closely. And he gets it to go. Sharp's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And so it's the Utah Jazz out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Diallo out there with Sexton. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's George, and it's Markkanen in at the 4. Here's Diallo, rejected by Murray. They get it back. That one good for 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Passes to James. And here's Sharp. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Sexton against James. Sexton dishes to Markkanen. Back to Sexton. And they recover it. Kessler finds Diallo. The second chance effort. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Utah also making a switch. George is checked in for Diallo. Henderson against George. Henderson looking it over. Pass to Holland. Shot clock at 6. Bridges outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jazz leading by 19 points. Sexton the pass to Kessler. George dishes to Sexton. Holland with the rebound. And for Portland, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. And the shot is good. 6 points for Lauri Markkanen.
But Lauri Markkanen's frame, little contact, not going to bother him. He powers right through it.
The pass to Holland. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. And that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
Well, you see the elite nature of Paul George's game. Make a steal on one end, finish with authority on the other.
To the left side wing. Here's Holland. He kicks it to Bull. It's Holland. By